Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name is Bob Waldron and welcome to this inbox review where we're going to be taking a look at Tamiya's 1/35th scale, the Matilda Mark, I think we've got like a Mark 2A, Mark 3, Mark 4 British infantry tank. Really cool kit. It was new tooled in around about 2009, so not a bad age, and it's going to come in around about the 30 to 35 pound mark wherever you kind of shop about. So let's open this up and take a look. So first up we have the main hull of the tank. Right, and in this packet as well we do have what looks like to be some sort of O-rings kind of thing going on there, so probably sliding wheels on and off, that sort of thing. A little bit of string, which again is probably going to be like some sort of towing rope or something. You might want to use something different, something metal maybe, that's up to you. But yes, let's take a look at the main detail so far. Well, I'm seeing recessed panel lines, we've got like the raised bolts, right, very sort of crisp. The surface detail doesn't seem to have any texture to it, but I'm not sure what kind of texture you have on these Matildas anyway at the moment, but yeah, good looking surface detail, very sharp, very crisp. Next bunch of parts we have here, we have some of the turret. Now if we look at the turret, there does seem to be some sort of a little bit of a texturing going on just there, but I wouldn't say it's very sort of consistent throughout the actual turret section, so maybe you might want to come along with maybe some anti-slip or Mr. Surfaces just to kind of maybe put a texture to that. The bottom part of the hull, again, same level of surface detail that we saw on the hull. What do we have here? A bit more of the hull part as well. All sorts of little bits and bobs. Again, you can sort of see that lovely crisp detail going on with that. Probably some mud flaps or something here, or then again it might be a bit more of the hull again, sorry, the turret. Again, we've got that kind of texture, hopefully, as you can see just there. A little bit more again just here. Again, the texture just doesn't seem to be consistent if I was to kind of knock something about this kit, right? So that might need a little bit of work. Now with this kit you do get some crew, which is rather nice when you do have that, rather than having to go around and spend more money buying extra crew. Looks quite detailed on how our upper torso just here, and the arms, I'm seeing like, you know, 5 fingers and a thumb kind of thing going on there. Faces, yes, we can see our eyes, mouth, nose, looks quite detailed. Maybe a little bit of flash, well actually there's a bit going on the beret there, so you might want to sort of, you know, sort that flash out a bit. Legs, again, we're seeing the flash, but I don't think it's going to be a major big deal just to get rid of that flash just on there, but looking good. Then we have our side skirts, right? And if we look at our side skirts, there is a lot of detail going on there with recessed rivets, recessed panel lines, raised bolts and all that good stuff, and we got 2 of them, obviously. Again, detail looking nice and consistent there. Moving along, we then have a load of bits and bobs going on now with all sorts of suspension arms and goodies like that. Some hatches, again we've got that detail on there, a little bit of surface texture as well. Coax by the looks of it there, you know, looking quite good. We've even got the barrel drilled out as well, which is very nice to see. And again, just lots of bits and bobs. We've even got some stowage going on here as well. That looks well detailed also. Again, some more hatches, more for the turret area, again with all those lovely recessed rivets, bolts and all that goody stuff going on there. A little bit of tools as well, they're looking good. Just check for any sort of ejector pin marks. Normally, yeah, there you go, normally you see them on the hatches, which I am just seeing like the odd little, looks like a ejector pin mark, 4 ejector pin marks. Yeah, there's 4 ejector pin marks on each, so if you do have them open you might want to take care of that, but looking good. Next one, we have road wheels. Now this is interesting because just to sort of show you, we do get those tracks, right? Those kind of just rubbery, flexible tracks. I don't rate them personally. I know they can be quick and easy, but you know, if we look at the detail, shall we say, on these, I mean, the detail is looking quite good. You do notice though where it's on the sprue almost gets a little bit messy, a little bit warped. I think there was one on here which was like really bad. If I can just find it, maybe that was the bad one. But yeah, you also get like what looks to be like a little ejector pin mark that's on there as well, which are a bit of a nightmare because this is rubber. You can't really sand it. You almost have to come in with a soldering iron and try and sort of melt it, kind of thing. A little bit annoying, but I haven't read the instruction yet, but you do get the tracks in plastic form, which is probably the best route. Admittedly, it's not all single tracks. I mean, we do have longer tracks as well, so it does make it maybe a bit quicker and a little bit easier, but you can't get the tracks flowing nicely if you want to do that. But looking at them on the sprue, which is probably your best bet rather than the rubber ones, they're looking way more crisper and nicer looking at this. I'm not seeing ejector pin marks to take care of as well, so this is probably the best route to go down. We have all our suspension arms, which again, you know, have those bolts and lovely detail on there. All our road wheels and stuff and drive wheels, you know, we've got good detail on there. Suspension, I am seeing ejector pin mark just in there, but maybe that's not going to be visible because we're probably only going to see this side. And actually there's no real flash on there as well, so that's good, especially when you've got them. It's quite hard to get rid of the flash, so good to not see that on there. And that's where's the rest of the road wheels? Oh, they're all these little dinky ones. It's not like big road wheels that you normally sort of see. As you can see, we've got lots and lots of these little tiny road wheels that are going to go all over, and there's 2 of them sprues as well. So that is all of the plastic looking good. Decals aren't going to be much to write home about. They never am really when it comes to armored vehicles, but just to take a look, they are Tamiya decals, which normally work well with the Mr. Mark setter and softer range of decaling solutions, and they are looking pretty crisp. Everything looks in registry, pretty clear on the writing and everything. We shouldn't really have any problems with the decals. Now let's move on to our instructions, which we have Tamiya instructions. It's in black and white. We've got a bit of a description about the tank itself, and then we move along with getting started. Now you know, it's pretty simple when kind of putting armored vehicles together. Not much really to go on about. The instructions do seem to have a lot of call outs of where everything's going. It does seem to be quite clear, and where not to paint stuff and that kind of stuff. Looking quite simple to sort of put all this together. Moving along, yes, we have our road wheels going on, drive wheels and everything. Again, it's pretty sort of simple stuff when it comes to armored vehicles. Yes, you do have that nice sort of better, shall we say, kind of tracks to put on the plastic ones rather than the rubber ones. It's strange how they put the rubber ones in there, but I suppose it's good to have that choice. Putting all your little bits and pieces on, again looking quite simple. They are giving color call outs as well, which is nice to see. And just moving along, I think I'll just speed this up because, as I say, it's not majorly interesting when it comes to the instructions on armored vehicles. It's just knowing where everything goes and everything's numbered up properly, and that's it. I mean, they are all pretty much standard, shall we say, in how armored vehicles go together. Yes, you can have your hatches open or closed, which is good. Then we've got good color call outs for our figures as well, although it doesn't actually tell you how to put them together. That's quite strange. So yes, when it comes to the figures, you've got to just work out which arms go to which and which bodies go to which and heads go to which. So quite strange there. I mean, you'll get there in the end, but it's strange how they haven't done that. Turret can obviously be rotated as well. And then we have our color callouts, which looks like we have color callouts for 3 tanks, right? And we've got some interesting, this is the cool thing about these desert Matildas, really cool funky camo patterns. As you can see, I mean, those camo patterns look really funky and really cool. But you can do sort of other different camo patterns, where you've got 2 color camo patterns. What we've got here, we've got 2 of them actually, and then you've got that really funky desert one. So really good marking choices. Should be quite an interesting spray job. So all in all, looking at this, I mean, it's not a bad price. It's Tamiya, so generally this is going to fit pretty well. The only thing I can really knock about this is that the surface texture just doesn't seem to be quite consistent. It seemed to be quite sharp and detailed in some areas, but then it kind of seemed a bit faded in others. And okay, the tracks might have been nicer if they were all singular, but I mean, that's probably personal preference, and they'll most likely be absolutely amazing as they are, because they do look good anyway. So yeah, other than that, hopefully you have enjoyed. So as always, until next time, my name is Bob Waldron, Tennis Models, and I'll catch you later.